if you beat Stipe and they say, who do you want your first title defense to be against? We'll offer you John Jones or Derek Lewis. Who do you take?
I think I have an undone business with Derek Lewis. That fight never happened, in my opinion, and it's supposed to happen. And I think this time is going to be different, very different. Believe me. Like, I don't give a fuck about what's going to happen there, but it's going to be different. Like, for real. But thinking about it, the fight again, I think the fight against John Jones will make more sense, because, like, I'm not sure I'm really in a position to talk about that fight against Derek Lewis, because people don't want to hear about it. You know, it seems like a nightmare again. So, like, no. But at some point it's gonna happen, and when it's gonna happen, it's gonna be different, you know. Well, so I think for overall, I would take the John Jones one.
Okay.
Because it's a better matchup, it's a better fight, and then it's gonna be more lucrative.
I mean, listen, Fedor has to fight in front of fans, right? It's like, I think that's the same reason why you don't see all the MMA stars fighting right now, because, you know, it's like they need the fans there to support it. So, you know, Fedor's the same way. I mean, he's the greatest heavyweight of all time, and you know, for me, it's like, it'd be a shame to fight in an arena where there's nobody there to watch, you know, his last two fights.
Shut up before I ankle pick you.
What is the date of that fight? Because I don't know what it is, but if it's somewhere around the presidential election, that'd be genius of the UFC. Because obviously you've got Covington, who always has the MAGA hat on wherever he goes. Now, I don't know which way Tyron Woodley leans, you know what I mean? But I'm going to say it's not towards Trump. I'm just going to go out and hazard a guess and say that. So, yeah, it's a great fight. You know, for Tyron Woodley, it's a fucking tough fight. You got to respect Tyron Woodley. Credit where credit's due. Right? Lost his belt to Usman, tough fight. Lost the next fight to Gilbert Burns, which again, no shame. Gilbert's a very, very tough fighter. But however, he's now lost 2 in a row, right? Covington, tremendous volume striker, good wrestling, gas tank for fucking days. And love him or hate him, however you feel, Covington's got fucking balls. And he fights at a fast pace and he takes it to his opponents. So it's a dangerous fight for Tyron Woodley. He could go from being, potentially, he could go from being the champion and people talking about him being one of the greatest of all times, the greatest welterweight of all time. That's what Tyron Woodley wanted to be known as. To now potentially losing 3 in a row, right? So it's for Tyrone Woodley, this is kind of make or break for his career. Of course, it's personal and he wants to win this fight, right? And he certainly has the potential to do it. If he fights, he seems to have this mental block lately. Against Usman, he wasn't particularly active. Against Gilbert Burns, same thing, wasn't active. He has to be active. He has to break the mold. He has to fight at a higher pace and let the fucking hands go. Because if he just skirts around the side of the octagon like he always does with someone like Colby Covington, he might not even get hurt, but he's going to lose the decision.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. He seems like he wants to kill Colby Covington. He really hates him. And I mean, we don't see that too often. We don't see like real bitter rivalries too often. It happens once in a while. A few times a year, you see two dogs who hate each other, who they're just, you let them in the same room, they're going to fist fight. They're going to have a street fight if you let them in the same room. That type of anger and hatred and animosity, that always equals a good fight for the most part.
Yeah, most of the time, but sometimes he can lay it down. But still, but even to that point, Tyron's got to watch his emotions. If you get too emotional, if you have too much hatred for the guy, it can affect the way you fight. You're just full of anger and animosity and you're frustrated and you end up having a bad performance.